Daisy here again with another layout for SpiegelMom Scraps. Today I am playing along with the Scraplift challenge. This one is up until the 30th or 31st of July, I believe, and it was done by the talented Laura. And I am taking it in a little bit different direction, so I chose a pattern paper background, and this is from Dear Lizzie. I can't remember which collection, but I am using these gorgeous tiny stars from the Royal Highness collection that was just, or sequin mix, not collection, that was just released for the month of July. And they are teeny tiny and holographic and sparkly, and I just took some wet glue and kind of used my paper plate and traced around it in just a few spots, and then I am pushing the stars into the glue and using my finger to stick them down. So now I'm going and I'm alternating the inner circle, tracing that paper plate again. And now I'm going to use some of the bigger sequins from this mix and place them around on the inner circle. And I'm using the Zotz glue dots. And these ones are a little harder to see on the video, but they really stand out in the real life project. And I'm using Zotz glue dots to stick these down just to make it a little bit easier, I guess. And I do apologize for my voice. I am losing it actually because I have a summer cold and it is just kicking my butt. So, I had to get this voiceover done, and it has been a very trying few weeks for our family. So I'm hoping the cold is the last thing for me. So I'm just going to work on putting these around here. If you didn't know about the Scraplift challenge, it is a bi-weekly scrapbook challenge. So every other week you will have a new inspiration piece to Scraplift, and then at the end of the time a winner will be selected to win a fun prize. And when there is a new Scraplift challenge being posted, it is also included in the newsletter. So if you don't already subscribe to the newsletter, you should definitely head on over to the website and sign up for it. You get free cut files, and there are sparkler bios, and there's tips and tricks, and you also can learn about the guest designers for the month, and if there's any special sales or anything, that will also be announced in the newsletter. So it's a great place for information. Otherwise, you can also check out the Facebook group, and that is where the challenge is posted and where you need to put your creation for in the comments of the challenge. So I'm almost done here. Now that I got my little spiel done there, I'm finishing up with the sequins here, and I really was surprised with how much I liked how this turned out. I was afraid that because I was going so like on and off, that I was going to end up, it was going to be all crooked, and I wasn't going to like it because I have a problem with circles. Like if they're not a good circle, it drives me crazy. So like here, I made that first line I drew with this silver paint pen a little straight, and it was driving me crazy. So I do cover it up pretty much. And like I said, this is just a silver paint pen, and I'm just kind of connecting my circles and then adding little like scribbles into some of the lines. And then I decided to pull out my Glitter Girl stickers, and I popped a whole bunch of them up on some foam squares, and I'm also using some wooden stars that I had in my stash that are silver, and they fit really well. And then I'm just kind of filling in the gaps around the circle there. I'm pulling in this silver doily, and this was actually in the SpiegelMom scrap shop probably a year or two ago, and so I have quite a few of them left, and I'm trying to get them used up. And I decided to pull in the Glitter Girl 6x6 paper pad, and I'm pulling out some papers that I thought I might want to back my photo with. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else like I want to cut out or anything. I do decide to add a few of these washi strips at the top right and bottom left of the layout, because I've been on this like weird diagonal kick, and it doesn't look done if there isn't a diagonal in it somewhere. So I'm just picking out some of them and layering them up. They're not perfectly straight, but that's okay. And then I'm going to, actually I don't think I add my photo until after, because I didn't have it printed out. So I'm going to show you kind of the way I'm going to layer up my papers, and it does change a tiny bit, but these are the papers that I stick with. It's just the order changes up a little bit. So and I'm just trying to get the most out of that doily. I do end up putting it behind behind where my photo is going to be. And then I add a little tiny piece of another one to the top and bottom cluster as well, just because I felt like it needed a little silver in there. And I'm just going to play around with these pieces, trying to get them so that the colors are more separated, and that, you know, the colors are repeating correctly and everything around the circles. But this is pretty much going to be my layout. I didn't add a title. I don't think I added a title. No, I didn't add a title. And yeah, I just end up adding a picture of my daughter. I think it's one I've scrapped before of her with her unicorn collection, and it, you know, it's just a cute photo, and I thought it was perfect for this layout because it had all the same colors in it. So don't forget, you can use my code DAISY15 for 15% off your next purchase in the shop. It doesn't work for the pre-orders, but I think it works for pretty much everything else. So definitely don't forget to use that code. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.